Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. And today what we're doing is the full review for the ZGCine Real microphone kit. So this is a transmitter and receiver microphone kit, so it's just one of each. ZGCine do also do other kits where they have two transmitters and one receiver, as well as a more pro line of sort of microphones and transmitters and receivers as well. This is a entry-level sort of product, and it's priced accordingly as well. Firstly, I'll just go through some of the things that I actually really like about this kit. There are a few bad points which we will discuss in this video as well, but I think whenever you're looking at any of the detriments in terms of a product like this, you do have to take price into consideration as well. What I'll do is I'll list the pricing on screen somewhere, and I'll also put a link in the description below for their actual website, so you can go and have a look at this product as well as some of their other products as well. But firstly, yeah, let's start with price, because this is a very cheap system in comparison to all of the other ones that I've actually purchased and tried or have been sent, because this particular system was also sent to me for review, but that doesn't really impact my take on it. And the reason for that is because I've tried quite a few. So I tried the original Rode Wireless Go, I tried the Saramonic Blink 500, I then tried the 500 Pro, I then tried the Rode Wireless Go 2, which is currently my main go-to sort of system. I've also got various comical microphone systems as well, so that's both a lav mic type of setup as well as their shotgun mics. I've got probably 3 of their shotgun mics. I will have videos on those coming up, so obviously if you haven't already done so, please do subscribe for that. Yeah, out of everything that I've tested, this is the cheapest product by far. So in terms of what you're getting value for money, firstly, it comes with an actual carrying case already included, which will basically fit everything. So unlike some where they do actually give you a pouch or a case or something, the biggest flaw with a lot of those other systems is the fact that you can't fit everything in. My Rode Wireless Go 2, for example, I had to purchase a separate case for that, just because you physically can't fit everything into the pouch that they provide, and basically you need to take all that stuff with you if you're going to be working out and about. Secondly, when you look at all of the little accessories that you come with, so at the moment I've got this, all of this video is going to be shot using the ZGCine Real microphones kit. On here we do already have the mag clip, as you can actually purchase from Rode separately, and I believe this one clip from Rode is around about £20 here in the UK. This whole system is $61. What's $61 in pounds? £43. £43 for this whole system is just ridiculous value for money. The lav mic, that's included. You have the mag clip, you have a TRS to TRRS cable. All of these kind of things are normally purchased separately whenever you're going through somebody like Rode. Yes, there's the quality difference, so as you will no doubt notice, there is more noise in this recording, and what I have tried to do is, originally I did want to try and do a bit more testing outdoors just to make sure it's nothing in this room that's actually causing the problem, but unfortunately the weather in the UK just isn't playing ball. So basically all of my testing has been indoors. It's been around Wi-Fi signals, but to be fair, and to keep it more realistic, this is the kind of environment that most people are going to be using this type of system for anyway. So if it works in this environment and it works in line of sight, all the rest of it, then any noise that you have at this price point, I think you just have to deal with it. Yes, you can edit a lot of it out in post-processing, and what I did intentionally do in the original unboxing video, where I did do a few audio samples, was I deliberately did no audio processing on that whole video. So normally I would always do a little bit of post-processing even on the videos recorded using my Rode Wireless Go 2. What I did was intentionally I left everything unedited, and that was just the pure raw audio that came out in that video. And I'm not sure how well it came across at home. Whilst I was editing, I did notice quite a lot more noise as soon as I switched from the Rode Wireless Go, where the audio and everything was really clear, but you had very minimal room noise essentially. And as soon as we switched over to the ZGCine system, instantly I noticed there was a lot more background noise. Now, as I said, normally if you're looking at a more sort of professional and you want to try and up your game every single time you go out and you buy anything, then yes, I would say something like the Rode Wireless Go 2, possibly the Saramonics, if they fix some of the issues that are highlighted in those videos. But this, for the price point, this is the same. Well, this is cheaper than just the lav mic that you get from Rode. So that's the kind of ballpark that this product is in. Other things that I like about it, apart from everything that you get, so they've really thought things through. So in terms of your cable, having a USB charging cable that actually has 2 USB-C outputs from a single USB-A input, if you like. It's just common sense. If you've got 2 units, make it easy for the people that are actually buying it to charge everything up. Other things, so just on the actual lav mic here, you might just be able to see this Velcro. They've got that on both cables, so once you're done filming, you can quickly just wrap it up and put it away. You don't have to keep any of those silly cable ties around, and you don't have it flapping about inside your carrying case. The carrying case itself, as you can see, everything is sort of pressed and everything has its place. The pocket at the top, I would have hoped that would have been slightly bigger or had this slightly further up, because when you do put this in here in particular, that does take up quite a bit of the space, but you can still fit everything into there without too much of an issue. So it's not the end of the world. Like I say, value for money wise, TRRS cable already included. The grey normally always signifies that. It's just a really good product for the money. So who would I think this would be aimed at? So I think this is for people that, bearing in mind that it already comes with the smartphone cable included, I think this is more for maybe people that are first starting out on YouTube and you're doing most of your filming using your phone. This is an excellent system because it comes with the sort of tripod mount adapter, so a 1/4 inch either tripod mount or cold shoe mount, whichever it is. Most of us, anybody that's using their phone for filming any type of videos, you're generally going to have it in a mount, a holder of some sort, and you're going to have cold shoe mounts on there. So this just makes it really easy to either use just the normal cold shoe mount, or you've got a 1/4 inch thread on the bottom as well. So it's loads of options for connecting it either to your camera or to a smartphone rig, if you like. So yeah, I think this system's more aimed at beginners, but value for money wise, I don't think there's anything that's even coming close to this. I've seen just lav mic cables go for between 20 and 30 pounds on their own, and that's not even really good ones. Obviously the Rode one that I've got, I've highlighted some of the issues with that. In terms of this cable, you may get a little bit more interference with it because it is slightly thicker. But obviously in this sort of scenario where it's just a talking head, you probably won't encounter that too much because you're not generally moving around too much either. In terms of other things that possibly are where they've cut costs, there is no wind muff for the actual transmitter itself. So obviously if you're using the lav mic, it's perfectly fine, but if you do use this outdoors, you probably are going to get a lot of wind noise if you're using it without any type of lav installed. The other thing that normally lets these kind of systems down is lack of line of sight. So right now I don't imagine that this is going to have any dropouts, and that's because it's literally, this is a transmitter and the receiver is literally within arm's length. If I was to turn my back, then possibly that might actually interfere. In fact, what I could do is just put that behind my back. I can see on the camera screen that it's still working perfectly fine, but having tested a few other systems, I do know that occasionally when you're, especially more so when you're outdoors and you've got a slightly larger distance, you will get more interference, you'll get dropouts. But line of sight, generally, most of these systems tend to work quite well. Another thing that I really like is how simple everything is. So on the bottom of both the transmitter and receiver, they're basically mimicked, and you have like a settings button, a plus and a minus. The settings button, all it does is change the channel. So on the front of the unit, try and do this without pulling the lav mic too much, just on the front of the unit there, you have a channel number and then you have the frequency. And basically as you cycle through, you do have to pair it manually. So if I change to channel 2 on here, the sound will just cut out, and I can do that just by testing it now. So if I go to channel 2 and hit, there we go. So like I just said, if I change the channel to on here, I do have to also do it manually on the receiver as well. Not the end of the world, because the only time you really mess about with that is if you know there's definitely something that's interfering, and then you can obviously do them both at the same time, but you need to be mindful of that. The other thing that I did find a bit of an annoyance when I'm using it like this, and that is the fact that the power button does work as a mute button as well whilst it's switched on. So it is possible to accidentally hit the mute button and mute the whole system, and maybe you might not realize. Other than that, there's not really much else that I don't like about it. I do like the fact that the decibel increment is so simple. So even with it exactly as it is, I can literally just hit plus and I can go up to, that's now on 12 decibels. So this is the loudest that it will get. And if I just press it, no, sorry, it's 15 decibels maximum. And then that's all the way up. And then if I take it all the way down, so this is on 1 decibel. So this is the difference between 1 decibel. And normally with all my other systems, I generally tend to keep it around the middle, but what I did find with this one was I need to have it a little bit higher, possibly on a 9 or a 10, in order to get it to actually get to the same sort of level on the camera screen as I'm used to with my Rode system. The Rode possibly is a little hot, but obviously the noise suppression on the Rode is a lot better, and rightfully so, because obviously that's a much more expensive. You're talking almost probably 5-6 times more than this system, so it's a lot more expensive. Yeah, that's pretty much it. In terms of battery life, all of the videos that I've done using it, generally it's been quite good. Battery life has been quite solid. In fact, out of all the videos that I've done, it's only just starting to drop off full battery life just now. So as you can see, battery life is pretty good. Obviously if you do use it more and you're using it more outdoors where you've got further distance and more interference, that's probably where battery life might be more of a problem. But generally for my kind of videos, and for most, if you're using it for this sort of content creation, it's probably going to be fine. The other sort of area where this could be useful is just for people for using home videos and things like that. If you are doing anything where you've got kids and they're the sole subject of the video. So for example, with me, when I'm making videos with my daughter, it's a good system for that as well, because you're not adding a lot of cost. So the whole system works out to roughly around, let's just round up, let's say £45. And for that, you're definitely going to get better audio than you would using a phone from a distance. So obviously if you've got it connected to a mobile phone and the actual transmitter is connected to the child wherever they are and they're playing, it'll still capture better audio than if I was to do it from a distance. So for that sort of scenario, it's still pretty good. And for the price, there's not much of a outlay in terms of actually giving you a big improvement. Anyway, that's my thoughts on the actual product itself. Do let me know down in the comments below what you think of the audio. I do have obviously other videos on my channel, so you can go listen to some of those, see what the difference is. I have done a separate video in the unboxing video where I did do a comparison between the Rode Wireless Go 2 and this system. Obviously there is a massive price difference, so you do have to take that into account as well. But yeah, for me, for everything that you're getting, I do actually highly recommend this product. If you are looking for something more upmarket, a little bit more professional, then what I may do is reach back out to ZGCine again and see if they're willing to actually provide any of their Pro line, and then that'll probably be a better matchup against any of the actual Pro sort of microphone kits out there, such as the Rode, such as the Saramonic, such as even the Comica systems that they've got. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you haven't already done so, please do subscribe to the channel. Also hit the bell icon, that way you're notified whenever I upload a new video. And I'd really appreciate if you give this video a thumbs up as well. And other than that, thanks very much for watching.